Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Deborah, aka the Sunset Girl Creates, and today we are going to be working and finishing soon the Minion Love by Mandie Manzano. We are on the last section. I am working the greens today. I didn't feel so well yesterday afternoon, so this green section I planned on getting done didn't get done, but it will be done today, and it will definitely be moving on to the pink sections. Tomorrow we'll probably be finishing the pink sections, and then we're all done, and then I'll show you how to kit down, how I kit down, not how to, but how I kit down, as well as what I thought of the painting as I was doing it. My thoughts will go through our logbook, and we'll do a page for the minions. I do have to find the minion little sticker. I don't know whatever happened to it, but I'll find it, and if I don't, I'll figure something out. But I'll put it in the logbook, and then do the kit down and just talk through on the kit down, and maybe come up with maybe something other than our WIP and Chat Diamond Art Club. So I will be doing the article from Diamond Art Club today. I'm using my multi-placer from Lexi Lily Crafts. It is the rounded multi-placer. This one I can lay 8 at a time using my diamond painting pen from Diamond Art Club. And I'm busy working on our up arrow 13, which is $6.99. So all of these green up arrows we'll be doing today. The article that we will be reading is from Diamond Art Club, and give me just a second and I will tell you what that is. I'm sorry that I'm not as ready as usual. However, my mother is sick, so and my sister, she's in the hospital, and my mother went to the emergency room with high fevers last night. So it has been kind of a busy day this morning, just trying to find out how they are. They're in Phoenix. They went to the hospital at midnight last night. My sister was admitted, and I guess my mom was sent home, from what I understand. I haven't contacted my mom. It's too early. If I contact her right now, it's 4:45, and she will not be happy with me. So I figured I'd get this done and then get a hold of her and see what's going on. So our article is What to Do with Leftover Diamond Painting Beads, 5 Unique Ideas, and this is from March 19th, 2020. So this was just as as our pandemic was getting ready to start, right? I'm trying to think, is there anything? Yesterday was just kind of, we did go to lunch. I had a chicken quesadilla for lunch. We went to Applebee's, and it's a lot of fun. We know a lot of the people that work there. We're regulars. We go in every Sunday mostly. And now that I'm not working, we do periodically go in once in a while during the week. Our regular bartender is there. We know her days off, so we usually go on the days she works. We also know the fill-in bartender for the daytime, and she's just as fun. So if we do miss one, we hang with the other. Know the managers over there. It's just a fun place for us to go. We sit at the bar, and my husband has a couple drinks. I have some water with my flavoring in it. And then, because I don't like water, but I'll drink it with flavor. Like, I buy favorite packets, and for my birthday last year, this last year, my sister didn't use her soda stream anymore, so she sent it to me, and I use that thing constantly. But it's gotten me away from drinking sodas from the store. So I add the CO2 to my water, and then I can buy any of those flavor packets that you can buy to put in water, right? So I can make whatever flavored soda I want. So today I'm drinking. I have energy for the morning and early afternoon packets, and then I have I usually buy the Propel, believe it or not, the Propel packets. Oh, they're wonderful. The grape is better than buying it in the bottle, in my opinion. I also use the berry Propel is very good that way as well. I enjoy it a lot. Watermelon's good, but it's not as good as some of the others. Watermelon is usually my favorite flavor of anything. Yesterday at Applebee's, I forgot, on Father's Day, the weekend before, we were in there, and the manager was getting ready to head to Sam's Club and stuff to get stuff for Father's Day. And he always gets these little packages of Jawbreakers. And I like the Jawbreakers because in the afternoon I can suck on a Jawbreaker. And I can get that little bit of sweet that I want. And still be able to make it through the day, right? So, anyways, it was Father's Day. He had done a big thing for all the women on Mother's Day, and one of the fathers came in and said, "Oh, nothing special for us." So he went to Sam's Club. Of course, it was after we left, and he always he knows I like the Jawbreakers, so he said he'd save me a bag. They didn't have any more, but he ended up getting Jolly Ranchers. And so he brought me a whole bowl of Jolly Ranchers out and sat them in front of me and said, they didn't have them, but I got these instead. Are you interested in these? And it had a watermelon Jolly Rancher sucker. And OMG, I'm sorry, but that tasted just like I remembered as a kid. I used to do the fire sticks, which you can't find anymore. They're not available, and trust me, my husband and I have both looked because we like the fire stick. But you can still get the watermelon. And so it was a watermelon lollipop. I was so happy. I don't think my husband has seen me that happy in a long, long time because that thing was yummy. Really brought back the old childhood thoughts. It was fun. I don't do a whole lot to go out and have a whole lot of exciting stories. I don't have grandkids around, so I don't have funny stories all the time. But I do have a lot of things that I take care of, and I think as myself, I can come in here and offer a lot of things that different things that parents can, right? They have all the kids' stories, and I have kids' stories. I do, because I have grown kids, and I have 4 grandkids. But it's still nice to have those stories. It's still nice to be myself. I don't have to come up with anything special for this channel. No special stories. But, as time goes on, I will have stories because, obviously, I go places My grandkids will be around at different times. We have calls. They do funny things on the calls. Like my granddaughter, she's she's growing so big. I don't know what to do with her. She's gotten so big since the last time I saw her, and I've not hugged either of my grandchildren, any of my grandchildren, in a very long time. The littler ones are the ones that I have truly the relationship with. My older grandchildren and I have been, somehow there just didn't really become much of a relationship. They have one with my mother because they were close. My mother lived in the same town, so she got to see them a lot, whereas I didn't, and my daughter didn't have them a lot. And so when my daughter didn't have the kids, I wasn't able to spend time with my grandkids. So, it's one of those catch-22s. The older ones, they'll always know I'm their grandmother. But the younger two will be probably the ones that will be here for me when I'm old and gray, right? Because not my daughter. My daughter won't be here. And I don't think my son will be here for me either. But, as I tell my kids, I made choices for them when they were kids. They make their choices as adults. I don't make their choices. They choose who they want to be with and who they want to associate with, and that's their choice. Except my daughter is not allowed because of her mental instabilities. But let's get started on our article, because I'm really interested in what they have to use leftover beads for. Let's see if any of us have come up with this. So, you've probably noticed that once you've completed a few diamond painting projects, you gathered a stockpile of extra diamonds that you didn't need for the project. You don't want to throw them out because it feels like a waste, but you're also not totally sure what to do with them. Yeah, I have some ideas around in my head. Like I said yesterday, I really want to get some blank canvases and do my own designs. I really like a lot of geometric shapes and designs, so I might do one of my geometric designs on a canvas, which would be fun. But let's see, what else do they got? Don't worry, we understand the feeling. You can hang on to the extra beads in case you're looking for more of a specific colored bead in the future, but instead of tucking them away and waiting for that day to come that you are short on a few beads, why not turn them into an entirely new project or craft altogether? Check out some of our favorite ideas for what you can do with extra beads and learn how you can put these diamond painting accessories to good use in other ways. Yeah, so I'm really excited to see what some other people's ideas are on dealing with extra beads. If you have ideas for dealing with extra beads, and if there's something that you do with those extra beads, why don't you put that down in the comments below? Let me know what you're working on. I want to really encourage everybody to let me know what they're working on. What do you do with extra beads, and what are you working on while you're watching my WIP and chat? I know myself, most of the time people really aren't watching the WIPs. They're listening to the chats while they work on their own work in progress, right? Because WIP stands for work in progress. WIP, work in progress, right? So when we're working on a painting, it's considered a work in progress. So I'm working on my WIP of the Minion Love. What WIP are you working on? It would be great to hear what you're working on. And do you have any projects that you plan on doing in the future? Do you have paintings that you want to work on? What will be your next project? What would you like your next project to be? Yes, the dog just climbed up on the back of the couch, and if you saw more light come through, that's exactly why. She's got the blinds cracked now after I had them all set up, but hopefully there's no glare. I'm not seeing one on the camera, so I hope you don't have one from your side. So let's get back to our article. Make beads in a bottle craft. Remember that children's craft called sand art? The idea was to pour different colored sand into a uniquely shaped bottle to create an interesting pattern. Well, you don't have to be a kid to enjoy this art and craft project. And guess what? You also don't need sand to create that same effect. Grab your box of extra diamond beads and organize them by color, if they're not already. You only have to do this with the colors that you're planning to use, but it will make things easier in the future if you're planning to use your beads for even more projects. Once the colors are sorted, find a bottle or jar that you want to use and begin to pour your beads into the container in layers. Keeping the same colored beads together will create an interesting design, particularly if you vary the thickness of each colored section. I do put diamonds in a bottle, but I have really tall bottles, and the only diamonds that I put in the bottle are the ones that I lost that are no longer in the containers. So I pick up, see, as you can see, if I see that I dropped a diamond, I pick them up. These diamonds don't have a place to go, right? I could, in essence, go through and filter them and find out which one they go to. But here's the thing. I'm just going to pour these into my bottle, right? And eventually my bottle will get full. It's only about that full, and it's a regular bottle size, you know, not, let's see, kind of like a liter-sized bottle. That's what it is. It's a liter-sized bottle. And so it's going to take me a while because I save most of my diamonds. Now, if there's a diamond that I have that doesn't match, so let's say I have diamonds that don't have DMC numbers, right? Well, I just pour them. I'm not going to try to figure out from some of these paintings that don't have DMC numbers what the DMC codes are, right? And I'm definitely not doing that with diamond dots. Now, because I'm doing diamond dots and I have some diamond dot pictures that I'm working on, I might start keeping those separate. There is one thing, though, with diamond dots that I'm really, really, really interested in, is I want to find one of their squares. I want to try one of their squares now. Diamond dots now has squares. I was like, what? No way. So the diamond dots that I do currently have, they are rounds. I want to find a square so I can try a square. Maybe, we'll see. It depends on what happens. I mean, we have to really kind of keep money, and right now I might have to make a quick trip into Phoenix, so I'm trying to save as much money as I can, because I may have to go help take care of my sister and my mother for a short time, as my mother is not in the hospital, but my sister is. So, and my mother is still running a very high fever and is very sick. I will go masked up. If I go to see my mom, I will be masked up when I'm around her close, until I make sure that she's okay. Because it's always important to me that my mother be okay first. But I also want to make sure that I stay healthy. And if I don't have to go, I would prefer right now not to, because I am getting over being sick myself. And it's not really healthy for me to be around sick people right now. I'm trying to stay healthy myself, So, when you're trying to stay healthy and trying to take care of yourself, sometimes you don't think about that when you have other people that are sick. But, my sister's in the hospital, so that will make it easier on my mom. And my mom may be okay if she can just rest. But I don't know how she's doing emotionally, because I found out that she's been sick and my sister was sick. And instead of letting me know they needed help, they were stubborn. And my mom kept taking care of my sister without letting anybody know she needed help. I do need to have a conversation when she gets better about that. It would be much better if she could call me and say, hey, we need help, and I can come help, than for her to be sick with a fever and everybody worried about her trying to take care of my sister, who ended up getting sick as well. And so I need to find out what's going on down there and get a handle on Arizona before I have to make a trip and bust some ass. I'm not really happy how this all went down. That I'm finding out when they're having... I'm finding out from my sister, and that they're sick after they've been sick for several days. And my mother's going to find out that's not okay not to tell me. If she's that sick, she needs to take care of herself. She's 75 years old. She needs to call me and say, I need help. So, my mother is not a person to call and say, I need help. She's stubborn. And she's more stubborn than me, which is shockingly enough. Okay, so I'm going to change my color real quick, because that went fast, and we're probably going to move to these L's because I have a lot of those to do. Those arrows seemed like I had a lot to do too, and they went by pretty quickly as well. I'm just trying to get them down into the bottom. I pour them down into this little triangle, and then I take the lid out once I get it over my container. So I'm going to take my container, I'm going to hold this over, and then I'm going to unlock my stopper, and they pour right into the ball. And then I'm done. Pretty simple, 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 simple. So let's find the L. I'm trying to find my color. Hold on. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, there it is. I got it. Now we're going to be working on number 30, L890, and it's a dark, dark green. That's going to fill in all of this. I'll have all of this filled in when I'm done with the L's. These looks like the greens are going to be much faster than the browns were. Oh, God. I didn't think I was ever going to get those browns done, I'm telling you. That was a nightmare in itself. That brown took forever. It's a lot of colors. It's probably, let's see, it's all of the yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's probably 12 different colors in these browns between the yellows, orange. Oh, and then I forgot about these. So that makes 14. There's 14 colors. That's how confetti this big area was. It's confetti, but it's not confetti, if you know what I mean. It's going to be fun because I keep finding all these ones that I missed as I'm going. They're just little ones. And I usually just pick them up and fill them in so I don't miss them again. But I'm going to continue on with, I'm just getting my tray ready. And then we'll be ready to go. There we go. And let's see. Create ornaments. Ooh, this might be fun. There's nothing quite as special as homemade ornament. You can give them as gifts or make them with your children as a fun holiday tradition. Leftover diamond painting beads are perfect material to unleash your creativity when crafting ornaments. For an easy craft, you can purchase the ornaments that are hollow, which have pop-up tops. And I have a whole bunch of those, and I was going to put glitter in them, but I might switch up and do glitter and diamonds, because I didn't think about diamonds in that. Pour your selection of diamond beads into the ornament, and you've got a brand new sparkly decoration for your tree. If you're looking for a way to get a bit more creative with your ornaments, you can use your diamond painting accessories like your applicator tool to glue the beads to flat wooden ornaments or plain round ones. Use the beads to create a pattern, spell a name, or just add some extra flair. I was thinking the hollow ones, I was thinking you could put a glitter inside, and then you could put a design with your diamonds on the outside, glue it on the outside. What do you think? Is that a project maybe we might want to try? I mean, I love trying all new art projects, and trust me, I have probably enough crafts to do just about, enough craft supplies to do just about anything I want. I may not own 250 diamond paintings, but I own probably a good 50 of them. But I have a whole lot of crafting supplies. I have all the paper I may want to scrapbook, to do any kind of paper art I want. I like I cut out on my silhouette all the pieces I needed to make a holiday train, and it was all out of paper. I had it here in the house. It was displayed probably for about 4 years. And then my friend's daughter came over and she loved to play with it so much. It just kind of fell apart. But it had somebody playing with it for a while too. So I think it lasted pretty well. But I will eventually get back into doing stuff like that. We'll do stuff like that on the channel. Right now, I'm just really into diamond painting. I also have plenty of vinyl to do any vinyl work I want to do. So if I want to do wall vinyl, I want to put a vinyl sticker on my car, I want to do any kind of vinyl sticker, I can. I have all of the stickers available. I also can make stickers that you can scratch off with my silhouette. So there are a lot of things that I'm sure that we'll be doing over the course of time, that it's not always going to be diamond painting. Diamond painting has become one of my loves, yes. Do I plan on diamond painting the rest of my life or as long as I can possibly diamond paint? Yes, because I'm telling you, with diamond painting is probably, let me put it this way. Diamond painting is easiest for me to do when my hands hurt, right? And don't ask me why. I have light pens. I have heavier pens. It really just depends on what mood I'm in when I'm diamond painting. But even if I get to the point where it's hard to multi-place and be able to keep my hands steady enough to multi-place, I will still diamond paint even if I have to go drill by drill. You won't stop me from it. My granddaughter is now ready to learn to crochet. I'm so excited. She's 7. She'll be 8 coming up. And I'm just so excited to teach her to crochet. And she wants to learn to knit too. But I told her she needs to learn to crochet first. And that Mima will give her supplies that she needs to practice. And when she gets and can do that, then we'll go to the next. But she's going to get some yarn. She'll be able to learn to make baby clothes for her babies. And I think that that will make a difference for her. She loves to craft. That girl is a crafter from Crafting Beyond. She's got a purse that one of the ladies made her, and she was so excited. She was so happy to have that purse. I guess Mima's got to get her stuff out and do something for the kids. I have not made them any new hats or any new purses or backpacks or anything. They had, Carly had a butterfly backpack when she started preschool that I created and crocheted for her, and her brother had a Curious George backpack. I'll never forget JJ, who is the baby. I crocheted him a hat. And that boy didn't take that hat off. And it didn't fit him. It was too small. I hadn't done a hat in so long. It was just like, it was on a whim. And he wanted something, so I knew how to make a hat without having to go too deep into my archives. Hats are pretty easy to do, especially when you're crocheting them. Now I know how to knit them. I can knit them as well. They usually get knit hats in wintertime, so it'll be time to start. I can knit them the hats in a week that they need for the wintertime, so I'm not too concerned unless my granddaughter starts deciding that she needs different colored hats to go with different colored outfits. But that's why I'm going to teach her to crochet as well, because then she'll be able to make some of her own hats. Hats are really, really simple crocheted, so I'm really excited. I think she'll enjoy that. So, this one is the trick that I'm going to use, and this is a good idea. So, if you're looking for patterns, right, and you don't particularly want a pattern that you find in a diamond painting, but there's something you're looking for, like there's a bunch of Santa snowmans that I want to make ornaments out of that are cross-stitch or needlepoint patterns. I use them a lot when I'm designing. So like when I designed the kids' hat or stockings that I made them, I found patterns and modified patterns to work in what I was doing, by using cross stitch and needlepoint patterns. And you go on Pinterest and type in needlepoint pattern or cross stitch pattern, and you'll find all kinds. And they are typically, especially if you go looking for like cross stitch patterns, they're more so. Cross stitch uses DMC most of the time. So you can use your bead colors. So these DMC colors, okay? So everybody talks about the 890 being a DMC code. There's embroidery flosses that are used for cross stitch, and those have a die code on them called a DMC code. So in order for people to use the same patterns for cross stitch as they were using for diamond painting, if they use DMC color codes and use those colors that are used by DMC and using the same by using the same color code and using the same formula, they then make the diamonds to be the same color as now those patterns, right? So instead of using cross stitch and doing a cross stitch pattern, you can take that cross stitch pattern and put it on a blank canvas, and you can use your diamonds for it. So let's see what they say. Use needlepoint patterns as new, smaller canvases. For anyone with old needlepoint patterns laying around the house, you can turn your old stitching grids into a new diamond painting pattern. The grids are set up very similar to the sanctioned and number canvases used to create diamond art. Make sure that you have enough of each color before beginning. Then use your diamond painting accessories to glue and apply the beads directly to the pattern. When you're finished, put it in a frame and add it to your home decor. Yeah, that's a good idea. I would have not have thought about putting it on the pattern itself. I would have thought about going to Diamond Dots and picking up their blank canvases. And I'm probably going to do something like that in Christmas in July. I might talk to my husband and see if I can go pick up a blank canvas. And instead of buying Christmas stuff, I'm going to make Christmas ornaments. So, and I know July's coming up. We're at the end of June, and I might do something like that instead. I need to see if we're going to have to spend the money for me to go to Arizona first before I make that. It's not too expensive. I could probably take my cash that I have and go get me one. Just so that, and I'm just going to be making small patterns, right? I don't need big patterns. I love the little snowman. I have all kinds of them saved in my Pinterest. And let me see if I can go to my Pinterest real quick. Crafts. Okay. Style. Pinterest in here. Yep. Go to my Pinterest list. Okay. So, like here, I have sweater. I have it listed as sweater patterns, but you can find patterns like this, right? That you can make, and you can put your own colors in. Look at this one. Isn't this one fun? Look, they have other ones. And you know, a lot of times, see, here they are again. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But you can look, there's different patterns. Look, so you can find stuff like this, right? These look like bead patterns. So it's not necessarily the bead patterns that I'm looking for. I just look for, look, isn't that pretty with that heart? I just look for different patterns. So these are just sweater patterns ideas, because when I knit my sweaters, I like to put patterns on it. And I designed my own. I don't use somebody else's. I use somebody else's design for the sweater, but I always change out usually the patterns to what I want. I really like that. So I just kind of go searching through and finding, and I don't know that, let me see something real quick. Let me go see if I can find, that's crochet. Okay, Christmas ideas. This is probably going to be. Okay, so these are some of the Christmas ideas. So, you know, like these patterns, you can take a pattern like this and put it on one of those plastic bulbs, right? So when I'm thinking of doing Christmas ornaments, I can get the glue and I can take these designs and I can look at them and I can make them, right? Or, let's see, what are my other ones? Okay, here's where the characters are. So, see these snowmen? I like all these different snowmen. See, there's Christmas here. See, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to look through some of these patterns. And like these cupcakes here, I can put these on the outside of one of those Christmas bulbs. But all of these, but if you look, it's similar to what you're looking at, right? It has different colors. And those symbols are going to equate back to a DMC code, right? And so on that pattern, you can find the DMC code. So that's kind of where I was thinking when I saw that they were saying needlepoint canvases as smaller, new smaller canvases. I'm telling you, you can do small canvases from needlepoint patterns that you can find online, but you can also make huge patterns, right? So next thing is number 4. Let me have a quick drink of water. My mouth is getting dry again. Much better. If you're the kind of person who loves to add number 4, spice up your accessories and decorative items. If you're the kind of person who loves to add a little sparkle or glitter to your belongings, then you've got endless possibilities for what you can do with your extra diamond beads. Have an old pair of white sneakers, glue some diamond beads on them. What about a plain wooden sign hanging in your home? Add diamond beads. Let your imagination run wild with the crafting idea and come up with an item to bling out. Find a plain belt and glue diamond beads to it in a unique pattern. Jazz up your home or apartment with wall decorations made from your leftover diamond beads. So, I mean, there's so many things that we can do with leftover beads. We can also save our leftover beads for if we want, like Rebecca at 4 Kids at 147. She saves them to do her Ever Moments. You know, so she gets the blank Ever Moment canvas. She gets the blank. She gets the pattern that she puts in Pattern Keeper, and then she does it on the canvas, right? But she saves all her diamonds from her diamond paintings and all the ones that she needs, and she just keeps saving, and she'll keep saving for that canvas until she's gotten that one done. And she's got a couple more I think she's doing after that. So I think now you can get the pattern actually printed from Ever Moment on your actual canvas instead of just getting a blank canvas now. So that's helpful. I think I would prefer to do that. But with Ever Moments, no matter what, you have to get your own diamonds. They do not come with the diamonds. Ever Moment is really a cross-stitching company, and they have just delved a little bit into the diamond painting, where they will put their canvases that they have and their charting that they already have for their needle points onto a canvas to do diamond painting. So it's really up to you what diamonds you want to use. So that's a good way to reuse your leftover diamonds too, right? There's so many things. I think of so many things. How about if you're doing, like, I like to do card making, right? And I like to design cards, and I do pop-up cards, and I use a lot of glitter. But, you know, instead of just using glitter, and I buy a lot of the pre-glued diamonds that come on the back. I like bling bling. I'm telling you, I have bling everywhere. Bling bling is my life. And so I have plenty of bling. And I use similar things to diamonds. I use rhinestones that have glue on the back already, you know. I have rhinestones that have heat transfer where I can put rhinestones on shirts. I mean, I have one of these days when I get my craft room organized the way I want, I'll do a tour of it, because it's going to take me time, because I can't just go in there and just whip it out now. I have to do things in phases. So I've got one part done and organized, and I'm working on another area. So I'm just going to continue to work on the craft room, and when I get it done, I'll give you guys a tour and kind of give you an overview of what's in the office, where our craft supplies are, where our diamond paintings are, and all the various things that I have in my craft room. I have a craft room like a lot that you see on videos, and I just don't have it organized as well. I've got to get in there and do some more organizing, because it's just not quite where I want it. It's just finding the time where I feel good enough to go in and do it. So maybe sometime this summer I will get a chance to go in and work on the office. I am not doing really a whole lot till the Minion's done. That's because I'm trying to get it done. I just want it done and off my plate. I have been working on it long enough. I'm not saying that I'm bored of it, because I love it, and I will continue to work on it and wish there was longer, because I just love the color scheme that goes with it. But let's see what the there's one more. There's a number 5, which is donate extra beads to a nearby school. Maybe you're not interested in recrafting your extra beads, or maybe your collection of leftovers has gotten out of hand and you're just looking for a way to get rid of some. In that case, consider donating them to a school or daycare in the area. Teachers are always looking for more materials to incorporate into the classroom, whether it's during art class, recess, or a planned lesson. This is a great way to give your extra beads to someone who will make use of them. Yeah, please, please. I know that there's people that throw them out, and there are so many uses that can be used. It just makes me sick when somebody throws, and see, I guess the reason that I really need to organize the craft room is because I'm kind of a hoarder in a sense. Yeah. When it comes to craft supplies, I never have enough. And trust me, I don't. And the years that I've donated, from when I've moved, the various times that I've donated crafts. Excuse me. Excuse me. I did not mean to sneeze in your ear. I am so sorry. So I have lots of crafts. I love crafts, and if I can't use what I have, I donate it. Now, if there's somebody I know that can use it, I also, here's another thing, if you're looking for different crafts, keep your eye out on some of the thrift stores. I used to go through the thrift stores, and the craft supplies I found in thrift stores is amazing. You just have to keep going and keep looking, and I may start doing that now that I have free time in the mornings. I may do that after videos when I have a few bucks in my pocket. I have a couple bucks, but not a whole lot right now, so I don't. But I do like to go to the thrift store when I only have a couple bucks in my pocket. I can't really afford anything. I can usually find me some yarn or something I can do. I usually just do it to hoard more craft supplies, really. So I don't do that right now. I'm not allowed to hoard right now. I don't have room. I'm not allowed any more hoarding stuff. No more hoarding craft for now. I have to organize what I have in there first. So, I'm busy working on that organization now. So, let your creative side loose with a project from Diamond Art Club. If you're looking for more diamond art painting projects, you've come to the right place. The Diamond Art Club offers a wide variety of painting options in different subjects like nature, fantasy, and holiday. We also offer diamond painting accessories in case you need to invest in new tools to take your craft to the next level. So, it's really, what do you want to do with your crafts? Where do you want to take your crafts? Do you want your crafts to, do you want to be able, when you want to do a project, have anything and everything you need to just go in and work and do a project? Then do that. I mean, you don't have to have a lot of money to do that. There's a lot of ways to craft, and it doesn't have to incorporate a lot of money. A lot of people can craft on low income, and I did craft on low income for a long time. And I've crafted when I've had money, and I've crafted when I've not had money. And I've always found a way to be crafty, because I always have to have something to do, right? My mom used to help me out a lot. She'd get me yarn for projects and different things. So, use your resources and find what you got. But, sometimes saving resources like diamonds, when you don't have a lot of money, or you're trying to find something to do or something to occupy your time, right? You'll be able to find something simple, and maybe you can use your diamonds on it. Maybe you can use these diamonds for something else. That's kind of where I'm at when I have my supplies, because I can use it on something. It may not be that I use it for another diamond painting. I may diamond paint on something else. You never know. So your options are open. Enjoy your options. Look at your options that you have, and figure things out. Let me know what's going on. Let me know where you're at and what project you're working on. And do you have any ideas on how to use our leftover drills? If you do, leave me a comment in the bottom below. Let me know what thoughts you have. What do you like working on? What kind of extra crafts can you find that you can incorporate your extra diamonds? Think about it. Let me know down below if you've come up with any ideas. Let's share some ideas with everybody. Let's let everybody know what you're using your extra diamonds for. So with that, I want to thank everybody for coming to the channel. I want to thank everybody for liking the video if you like the video, if you like what you see here, please like the video. I've gotten a few likes. I'm happy to see that the numbers are rising. That's awesome. I'm just taking this day by day. If I don't get more than the 6 subscribers that I have, well, that's okay, because I'm still sharing my craft with you 6 subscribers. And everything else, it's awesome. So if you want to see more of what I do, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of the Sunset Girl Creates family. Please join us. Let's have some fun. Let's find some projects to work on. If you want to know when I upload, there's that bell icon right next to the subscribe button, and that bell will let you know every time I upload a video by letting you know in your notification center of your phone. So with that said, I want to thank everybody for joining me today and wishing you all a wonderful day and have a great day. Bye-bye.